joined by our Wolves correspondent here at the Express and Star, Mr. Tim Spears. Tim, I think Wolves might be on the brink of something. I don't know. I've just got a feeling that they may finally, you know what, get rid of this champions elect. They're probably champions already.
Do you think?
Pretty much.
I agree, Luke. I do agree.
Let's be honest. It's all tied up now. It's all sealed.
Yeah.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Well, it's, you know, yourself and Mr. Judah have been asking me this all year. Are Wolves going to go up? And I don't know. I've always been keen to kind of add a bit of a, you know, probably, but add a bit of a caveat that, you know, there's a long way to go. Yada yada. But to be honest, it's all over. I really cannot see anything stopping them anymore. I just can't. It's the way that they've bounced back in the last 2 weeks in particular from, you know, their slump, their mini slump where they lost one game, and it's like but now they've returned to top form ominously for the rest of the championship. In the last 2 games they've just looked phenomenal. They've looked back to their best. They've looked like they can beat any team in this league and plenty in the Premier League. And this is what we were so much enjoying from them in September, October, November. Like I said, then they've had their a slump by their high standards.
One game is a slump. I cannot believe it.
I just can't see what's going to stop them. I mean, I was looking at the fixture list. Yes, there are some tough fixtures to go.
Villa.
They play 6 of the top 10 away from home, which is Preston, Fulham, Villa, Leeds, Borough, and Cardiff away. But they've won more points away from home than any team in the country. They like playing away from home, and of the other 3 in the top 10, they beat Bristol City, they beat Derby. They only lost at Sheffield United because of the early red card, I think, as well. So I don't know. Yeah, and just kind of thinking of all the problems that they faced this season, they've overcome all of them. And you look at them, you go through a bit of a list. A physical threat. Cardiff beat them very early on in the season, kicking them off the park. They started to cope with that, and now they dish it out. Set pieces were a problem early in the season. They've sorted that out. Could they break teams down? Yes, they can. You look at that second goal against Sheffield United where they just slice through them. It's ridiculous. The winter schedule. Were they going to handle the cold? You know, of course they were. And then the relentless championship schedule. And yes, it kind of took its toll slightly, but they went to Marbella and fixed all that. And got their vitamin D, and now they've come back. They've come back as they were before. So I just don't see what's going to stop them, Luke.
That's it. It's absolutely insane. And one thing which was asked of Wolves slightly over the past couple of games was the atmosphere. Maybe it was a bit quiet. Wasn't the case against Sheffield United, was it?
Yeah, and it was a packed house. But there have been a couple of packed houses this season where it has been a little more quieter than you'd expect. And there's been a bit of, you know, healthy debate on Twitter in recent weeks as to why that is. You know, they took 5,000 to Barnsley away and very quiet. People kind of wondering why. Is it complacency? Fans just turning up thinking they're going to win week after week, or what? But anyway, whatever the reasons, it certainly wasn't the case, as you say, against Sheffield United on Saturday. A fantastic evening where, like I said, Wolves are back to their best, scored 2 of the best goals you'll see all season. Neves from 25 yards, and then that phenomenal passing move.
That second goal was insane.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. People comparing it to, you know, as a poor Arsenal fan in the office has just said, if Arsenal had scored that, it'd be all over Twitter, and everyone was saying, wow, look at this amazing team that Arsene Wenger's got. So yeah, Wolves hopefully from their point of view will be getting that kind of attention next season. But back to the fans, like I said, it had been a little bit quiet. Certainly wasn't the case on Saturday, and I think that helped raise Wolves' game. There has been a bit of an issue where if Wolves have got an early goal this year, things have gone a bit quiet, but not the case. They got the early goal and it was party time. And hopefully it'll be like that for the rest of the season now. And they can help push Wolves over the line and just enjoy it. Just enjoy it, because there are still fans saying to me now, I've been watching this team since the 1950s and I've never seen football this good. Right, we've seen amazing Wolves teams over the years, title winning teams, FA Cup winning teams, teams who got to finals of European competitions. But this brand of football has never been witnessed at Molineux before, and you've got a lot of people saying that who've watched the club for 60 years or more. And when people of that age and experience say that, you've got to sit up and take notice and embrace it and enjoy it, because it may not happen again.
That's it. I mean, it's just a perfect mixture at the moment at Molineux. I suppose the only key thing now is to make sure that mixture stays the same, because they do have a couple of players on loan, but if they bring them all in permanently, then you can see them doing well in the Premier League next season.
Yeah, and I think of all the loanees that they've got, which is now 6, it's in Wolves' hands on all of them, because they all want to stay. I think I'd be amazed if any of them wanted to leave.
I can't picture that. No one will want to leave.
I think a lot of these guys, Diogo Jota, Ruben Neves, they are destined for much bigger things than Wolves. No disrespect to Wolves, but they are. Everyone can see that they are heading for the Champions League. But I do think they'll give Wolves at least another year. These players, I think they'll want to ride that roller coaster into the Premier League. Let's see where Wolves can get. I think Nuno's the same.
Yeah.
Again, I think he'd give Wolves another year, and then you kind of think, right, okay, does the team start to break up? But this is way down the line. As Nuno would say, it's keep you at home on Saturday. But no, of course, you do start to think about where this team can go, and it's quite scary to think where they can go. I mean, it could be the top half of the Premier League. It could
Champions League.
Well, you've got a lot of neutrals saying that this is a Premier League team in waiting that will do well in the Premier League, not just stay up. So the summer's going to be fascinating. Like I said, we're all kind of presuming, myself included in that, but if they go up, the summer's going to be fascinating. How much money will they spend? Who will they sign? Who can they bring in? And where can they go? And it's going to be absolutely fascinating to see how it all unfolds.
I can't wait, Tim. Can't wait. So you heard it here first. Wolves are champions. That's it. Job done here. For all the latest on Wolves, make sure you stay with us at expressandstar.com.